余命3ヶ月。
Rose。
南條先生がそうおっしゃったのは去年の話よ。
私はその時の健康状態から総合的に判断してお話ししているだけです。その結果、今年もたまたま
年を越せるかも怪しいってことになってる親父殿は今も生き健康でオカルト研究に没頭されてるというわけだ。それでも余命3ヶ月ってわけかい、先生。
ですから金蔵さんの
敬愛する親父殿がまだお元気でおられるなら素晴らしいことじゃないか。親孝行なお前たちは親父殿に挨拶がしたくて仕方がない。なので会ってもらえないので納得がいかないと、そういうわけだ。
日も沈まぬうちから遺産分配の川残業を始める皆さんのことを思えば、お父様の会いたくないという気持ちも分かろうというものです。
それは誤解よ、夏日姉さん。ただ私たちはその
親父とて不死身じゃねえ。いつかは死ぬさ。死ねと言ってるんじゃない。いつかは死ぬと言ってるだけさ。それに備えての話し合いだってだけの話じゃね
えか。Interesting。
それが不敬だと言っているのです。
よしなさい。また君の頭痛に触る。
Klaus told Natsuki, who had risen from her chair in agitation, to sit down. Trying to smooth over the atmosphere, which had suddenly started crackling with hostility. Crackling. Hideyoshi put on a cordial smile and motioned for everyone to calm down.
ナスヒさん、誤解せんといてや。立つ鳥後を濁さずっちゅうことわざがあるやろ。これはその見送る側の話や。やがては必ず旅立つお父さんをきれいに見送るための相談なんやで。
さすが秀吉さんだ。同じ話をするにしても実に知性的だ。
そうよ。兄さんと違ってね。
よせやい。話が進まねえ。それでだな、兄貴。俺たちは遺産の話云々は抜きにしてもだ。たとえ親父に殴られても構わねえ。早い話が親父に直接会って挨拶がしてんだ。親父が嫌だと言ってもだ。書斎に閉じこもってるなら源氏さんに鍵を借りてでもな。な、ローザ。
Wait a second. Okay, so this time around they're really pushing to see Kinzo instead of, trying to corner Klaus? Huh. This is different. This is actually really different because usually they try cornering Klaus, but this time they're actually really trying to see Kinzo. Interesting.
まあ無理やりってわけじゃないけれどだってかなり長い間私たちはお父様にご挨拶していない。
Do they already see Klaus as a lost cause, so they're just going straight to Kinzo instead? Or is there something else going on? Are they having the same suspicions as I am?
余命わずかだというならもう二度と会えなくなる可能性だってある。今日がお父様と言葉が交わせるかもしれない最後の機会だし。
そうそう、ローザの言う通りよ。余命3ヶ月ってことはいつ亡くなってもおかしくないってことなのよ。それなのに私たちに最後のお話をする権利さえないというの？それはいくらなんでもあんまりな話じゃないのかしら？
あなたたちのしたい話というのが本当に挨拶なら、お父様も喜んでお会いになられるでしょう。しかしお父様は皆さんがどのような不敬な話に及んでいるかすでに聞き及んでおいでです。お父様でなくとも会いたい気持ちになるわけがない。お父様がお会いになられないのは他でもない皆さん自身のせいではありませんか？
Oh, jeez.
まったくだな。どうして親父殿がお前たちの顔を見るのも嫌か。自分の胸に手を当てずともわかるのではないかね。親父殿は諸君らの逼迫している経済状況も全てお見通しだ。
それ何の話よ。兄さんが何の話をしてるのかさっぱりだわ。
It's not like you're also in a tough financial situation, Klaus.
私が諸君らの内情を知らないとでも思っているのかね。
Ava and the rest realized that he had seen through to the dire straits they were in. And they entered into a back-and-forth argument, at first, putting on a bold front and denying it. And then ultimately returning to the original point, and objecting by repeatedly demanding to be allowed to see Kinzo. The sweet smell of the black tea Rosa had gone out of her way to buy had been completely wasted. The only good thing she could take away from this was that the children weren't here to see it. The fact that they had gone to play at the beach right after lunch was the sole redeeming aspect. That's a different clock. Ava was attempting to get violent with Klaus, and Hideyoshi and Kyrie had cut in between them, trying to calm both sides. Then, Kyrie sighed deeply and spoke.
ごめんなさいね、クラウス兄さん。
Scar the score. What do you have to say, Kyrie?
部外者だけれど、一言いいかしら。提案があるの。
なんだね、キリエさん。
まず、うちの人も含めてなんだけれど、私たちは長年お父さんと一緒に暮らしてそのお世話をしてきたクラウス兄さんの苦労をあまりにも軽んじているわ。そうでしょ？
I can't tell if I misclicked something or not. I don't think I did though.
そりゃまあ、俺たちは外に出て気楽でいいが、何十年もおもりをしてきた兄貴はそりゃ苦労はしたろうね。それを認めるが、それが何だってんだ、キリエ。
私たちはクラウス兄さんがお父さんの世話人であることを認めざるを得ないのよ。だってそうでしょ？私たちはお父さんをずっと恐れてきて、その世話をクラウス兄さんに押し付けてきたわ。その苦労は誰もが認めるはず。ですよね、エヴァ姉さん。
だからそれが何？兄さんがお父様の世話に？あんた、部外者のくせに勝手なこと決めないでよ。
Is Kyrie actually defending Klaus? I mean, go Kyrie, but at the same time, this is interesting. Huh.
まあ キリエさん、あんた何の話をしてるんだ？
キリエ、続けてくれ。
私たちはクラウス兄さんと夏日姉さんにもっと感謝すべきなのよ。いつもお父さんの世話をしてくれてありがとうって。
Honestly, I don't know why I'm really impressed with Kyrie right now. I don't know why, but I'm super impressed with Kyrie. At the same time, I have a slight feeling that she might be onto something. She might be catching on to something, or she's actually praising the two. I can't tell. Interesting. Honestly, this is one of the reasons why Kyrie is my favorite adult. She's the most unpredictable, and yet the best one. She's so unpredictable, but at the same time, she's badass because she's unpredictable.
私たちにその感謝の気持ちがないからこんな不毛なすれ違いになるの。そうでしょ、クラウス兄さん。
ほう、これは驚いたね。実の兄弟たちにも顧みられなかった私たちの苦労が、まさかキリエさんに理解してもらえるとは思わなかったよ。
後宮家当主跡継ぎとして当然の務めです。そうね、当主跡継ぎとしての責任よね。お父様を世話しているからこそ当主跡継ぎとして私たちは認めざるを得ない。
あんた何を勝手に話を進めてんのよ。あんた部外者の分際で。
待て姉貴。そうだな、キリエの言う通りだ。
I think Rudolph is understanding where Kyrie might be going. For some reason, I feel like Kyrie is seeming to support Klaus, but the last second, she's gonna turn face and say a bold prediction that might be right or wrong. I think that's what's going on here. I think Kyrie is about to drop a big landmine on Klaus, despite how she's praising him. Or maybe she's not, I can't really tell what's going on.
親父の世話をしているからこそ兄貴は跡継ぎなんだ。お前の言う通りだ。
Rosa noticed, and then Ava too. Ava's barking demeanor towards Kyrie for advancing the discussion on her own disappeared in a flash. And she instead stared at Klaus and Nettie. Kyrie! Kyrie! Oh, I see what's going on here! I think Kyrie is thinking the thing that I am thinking. Nettie couldn't understand that sudden change, and was slightly flustered.
クラウス兄さん、ほんのいくつかの条件さえ飲んでくれれば、私たちはお父さんが亡くなるまで二度と会わせろとは言わないわ。もちろん死に目に合わせろとも言わない。なんならお葬式にさえ欠席してもいいわ。
ほう、何の話やら。だが一応は聞こうじゃないか。
Oh, Kyrie! Kyrie's caught on to something! Oh my god, I think Kyrie is catching on to the fact that Kinzo might have been dead this whole time. I think that's what's going on here. Hell yeah, Kyrie!
その条件を言ってみたまえ。
一つ、当主跡継ぎとは現当主Ushiromiya Kinzoの世話人を指す。
それから
一つ、世話人の責務はUshiromiya Kinzoの終生の世話をすること。早い話が最後を見とるまでが仕事ってことね。クラウス兄さんには元よりその覚悟はあるから問題はない。
当然だ。 そこまでの条件には何の依存もないね。もとより私が実行していることだ。
一つ、
This is it!
世話人が万一その監督責任を怠った場合、世話人の権利は剥奪される。
With that sentence, all slack disappeared from KRAUSS'S face. Natsuki alone was still having trouble understanding what it meant.
ほう。世話人の監督責任とはどんなものかね。
お父さんが寿命の限りを健やかに過ごせるよう監督するということよ。もっと詳細に言うわ。お父さんが自然死以外の理由で死亡した場合、世話人の権利は剥奪され、当主跡継ぎの権利を失う。その際の当主跡継ぎには次の序列であるエヴァ姉さんを選ぶこと。
Okay, I don't know what direction Kyrie is going for now, but I'm liking it.
なんですって？そんな世まいごとよくもシャーシャーと。
ほうほう。これは世話人は責任重大だ。しかし人の死因はあまたある。例えば老衰した老人が食事を喉に詰まらせて亡くなることもあるだろう。本来ならそれもまた公義の意味での老死となるに違いない。しかしその論法でいくとこれは自己死になり、私は監督責任を負わされることになる。これは私にとって不当に不利な話だ。
そんなへりくつをつけるつもりは毛頭ないの。
I don't think Kyrie is seeing that Kinzo's dead. I think Kyrie is making tough conditions on KRAUSS just, just to get them to get to see Kinzo, I bet. Or not, she might be still suspicious of him. I can't tell.
私が想定しているのは、世話人がしっかり世話をして見張っていれば未然に防げた程度のレベル。食事を口に運ぶところまでは世話人の仕事でしょうけれど、飲み込むことに関してはさすがに責任外。クラウス兄さんのケースでは私は全く問題にしないわ。
ほう。ならばキリエさんが想定する世話人が過失を問われるケースとはどのようなものなのか。
例えば失踪よ。
Oh my god! Holy shit! God! God, you're the best character. Kyrie's the best character. One of the best characters, Kyrie. If she gets more screen time in this chapter, Kyrie might become one of my favorite characters of Umineko. Hell, she might become my number one.
ほう。
お父さんは今はお心もしっかりしているようだけれど、いつまともな思考や判断力が失われたって不思議じゃない。目を離した隙に徘徊して何か事故を起こしたり、あるいはふらりと森に迷い込んでそのまま行方不明になってしまうこともあるかもしれないわ。こういうケースは明らかに世話人の責任じゃないかしら。
お父様はお心も健康でいらっしゃいます。言うにこと書いてなんてことを。
お父さんがある日突然森の中に入っていくのを見た。後を追ったけれど姿が見えない。警察も呼んで探したけれど、その後7年間探しても見つからなくて失踪宣告。それをもって死亡扱い、 というのは認められないって言いたいの。お父さんが亡くなられた際には必ず検視を行い、常識の範囲内で想定される一般的な老死であることを確認すること。それ以外のあらゆる理由によっての死は世話人の責任とすること。ねえ、今日までクラウス兄さんがご苦労なされてきたことの範囲内。おかしな条件でも何でもないでしょ。バカにしています。屈辱的です。なぜ主人がこのような恥ずかしめを受けるようなルールを強要されなければならないのか、理解に苦しみます。
Fuck, they're getting so cornered right now. Oh my god.
私、実は去年から疑ってるわ。
No way!
いいえ、多分ここにいるみんなもそう。エヴァ姉さんも秀吉兄さんもルドルフさんもローザさんも、みんなずっと疑ってるけど、あまりに恐れ多い想像で口にしなかっただけ。
Oh man!
なるほど。お前たちはこう言いたいのかね。
Oh man! Okay! If Kinzo is dead this whole time, holy fuck! Holy fuck! This is an awesome scene! Holy fuck, if it is revealed that Kinzo is dead! God, this is such a great scene! If it's not, it's still a great scene anyway. But at the same time, holy shit! I think this would be like the moment if this would probably like be like the moment where the reveal is kind of made. Right after being cornered this hard. Like, Kyrie is almost on it. She just needs evidence. That's all I think. We just need evidence at this point. And whatever Klaus says here, that would be the point of whether or not they'll start looking for evidence. Oh my god, Kyrie is such an awesome character.
親父殿はもうすでに死んでいて、私がそれを隠しているのだと。
Oh, he's so dead. Oh my god, Kinzo's so fucking dead. Oh my god, I have never thought that a peak theory of mine has been so pink. It's so pink right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we go.
ああ、そうなんだ。
Close my heart.
これは前回のゲームの最後の謎を解く鍵として考えた俺の一つの仮説なんだ。
前回最後の南條先生を殺したのは誰かという謎のこと。
そうだ、確かに魔女は赤で宣言したさ。18人全員の名前を挙げて生死を宣言し、それ以上の人間は存在しないと言い切ってみせた。だがこの仮説ならその感激を縫える。
Uh-oh. Yep, Balor's about to say what I've been saying.
なるほど。その2つを矛盾させない回答の一つというわけね。なるほど。
俺の言ってる意味がわかるのか。お前なかなか察しがいいじゃねえか。説明が省けて助かるぜ。
この島に19人目は存在しないにもかかわらず、未知の新人物 X が混じりうるからくり。つまり18名全員の名前と在当者18人が一致しなければいい。
そういうことさ。魔女は赤で18人の名前を次々に挙げ生死を宣言した。さらにその上、島には18人を超える人間はいないとも宣言したわけだ。 ここには一つの錯覚があった。
It was never guaranteed that the 18 days equals the 18 people on the island.
18人の名前を全て挙げてその生死を宣言するとき、犯人 X の名を伏せ、代わりにこの島にいない人間の名前を混ぜる。そうすれば犯人は島にいるにもかかわらず18人の生死リストからは逃れることができる。混ぜられた人物は該当しないのだから該当者の足し算には加わらない。よって該当者18人の人数の中に加わりながらも名前が登場しないことが可能。2つの赤字宣言はそれぞれが単独なんだから、この仮説は矛盾しないんだ。
その犯人の名をごまかすために使う人物名にはいくつかの条件があるわ。まず在当していないにもかかわらず私たちが在当していると信じている人物、そうでなくては騙せない。そしてその人物は死んでいることが好ましい。なぜなら死ほど完璧なアリバイは存在しない。あの時点での謎は18人全員が犯行不能であることに立脚しているのだから。そんなところ？
ああ、そうさ。そしてその人物がまさにじい様なんだ。今キリエさんが言わんとしていることはただ一つ。実は部屋に閉じこもってて誰にも会わないと言っていることになっているが、じい様はすでに死んでいて、クラウスおじさんがそれを生きてると嘘をついてる可能性があるってことなんだ。
That's right. Grandfather has been closed up in his room this whole time, and no one's seen his face. Maybe he's already dead. And Uncle Klaus and the rest are conspiring together to trick everyone into believing he's alive.
金蔵が死ねば遺産分配が発生する。しかし金蔵が死ななければ、いえ、金蔵が死んでもそれを告知しなければ遺産分配は発生しない。
つまりクラウスおじさんはじい様の財産を全て独占できる。そうさ、動機は十分なんだ。
Sure, maybe a 19th person X really doesn't exist on this island. But the person X did exist. And that person was the 18th person!
つまりこの島の本来の人数は18人じゃなく17人だったんだ。そこに未知の人物 X が隠れ潜んでいて犯行を行ったんだ。どうだベアト、出てこい。前回の最後の最大の謎は今解けたぞ。
Organ short, number 600 million C minor. As Battler declared that forcefully, the crisp sound of clapping came out of nowhere, and their surroundings turned bright, becoming the usual witch's tea room.
ブラボーブラボー。そなたごとき無能にしてはようやくの感は否めぬが、とにもかくにも一つの回答を出してみせた。思考停止ならコンクリートの塊でもできる。つまりそなたはようやく今、ようやく知性ある存在に進化できたわけだ。
Oh my god! Hold on, I'm taking a screenshot of that. I'm taking a screenshot of that real quick. I'm putting that in my book of quotes that I want to say to someone at some point. Even though this is really mean, I want to say this to someone at some point just because of how awesome this line is. It's mean, but I want to say it to someone for some reason. I really want to say it to someone for some reason. And honestly, if someone says it to me, I might get a little mad, but in hindsight, I would love to hear it. Don't put it in the comments because I said that, though. Don't put it in the fucking comments that I said that, though. Because I said that, I know someone is gonna put it in the comments now because I said I want someone to say it to me. But that doesn't count! That would not count!
ただ涙を流し、はがみしながらわらわの靴を舐めるだけの存在からようやく一歩を踏み出したと言えようぞ。
こんなくだらない言葉遊びで前回は翻弄されてたとはな。俺も自分の情けなさに腹が立つ。さあベアト、副賞要求だ。在当者18人の中にじいさまは含まれてると宣言できるものならやってみろ。ああ、できやしねえさ。すでに死んでるんだからな。てめえのまやかしはこれで終わりだ。
I would poop my pants if she actually says it in red, though. Oh no, am I about to poop?
さーて、どうしたものか。赤き真実にて一刀両断に叩き割ってやろうか。
Please be bluffing.
いやいや、わざとここはじらして保留するのも良いかもしれぬ。突き落とすならより高みに誘ってからの方が面白いというもの。
As Beato sneered obnoxiously, it even looked to me as if she was still searching for the perfect expression to tick me off even more. As though she was saying that the answer I had finally reached was entirely too ridiculous. In contrast to my visible annoyance with the witch's attitude, Gretel, I forgot she was calling herself Gretel, Gretel had a blank and composed expression on her face. Almost as though she had expected the witch would act that way.
なるほど。バトラが学んで成長するように魔女も学んで成長するのね。
どうしたよベアト、もったいぶるんじゃねえ。苦笑できるってのかよ。こさえろ。
よしなさいバトラ。魔女は安易に答えないわ。自らが利すると思わない限りね。
何？どういうことだ？
これまでのゲームであなたが赤き真実とやらで翻弄されていたから魔女は何度もそれを繰り出してきた。でも今や状況は違う。あなたは赤き真実を誘い出し、むしろそれを武器に使っているわ。そんな状況で魔女がみだりに赤を連発するわけもないでしょ。
グレーテルとやら、そなたはバトラと違いなかなかに頭が冴えるようだ。わらわも恐ろしい敵を迎えたものよ。その通り。バトラがわらわの赤き真実を期待する場面でなぜに期待に応えてやらねばならぬ義理があるというのか。ない。わらわにはそなたが喜ぶことをする義理など今朝食ったクロワッサンのパンくずのひとかけらほどもない。
この野郎。
その顔。わらわが赤き真実などという遊びを始めたのはそなたのその顔を見たかったからこそよ。その表情が拝めぬというならわらわにはこんな遊びをする理由がない。
負け惜しみだろ。俺の不詳要求に応えられないからって適当なこと言ってごまかそうったってそうはいかねえぞ。
うぬぼれるな。その程度の答え造作もなく切り捨てられる。だがそれをわらわはわざわざ赤で言わぬ。そなたが求めるから言わぬ。なぜだかわかるか。
さっき言ったわ。一番おいしいところで突き落としたいって。その性悪な魔女はね、あなたが求めるところではもう赤は使わないって言ってる。つまり副賞要求なんていうお遊びにはもう付き合わないってことよ。
その通りその通り。バトラと違いこの女は話が早い。説明がいらぬ。わらわはわらわの望む時わらわが好むように赤き真実を語る。
そうね。赤き真実とはつまり魔女が自由に行使できる権利。人間側が望んだ時に行使しなければならない義務ではない。ただし内容によるわ。
Oh?
内容？どういうことだ？
魔女はあなたの副賞要求に応える義務はない。
Closed my heart.
ただしあなたの主張によって魔女説が打ち破られてしまう時のみ義務が生じる。なぜならこの裁判官なき法廷では反論されないことはすなわち真実だから。あなたが思考停止に陥り魔女の主張する魔女説を反論できなければそれが直ちに真実となってきたように。
じゃあ俺の今の推理に反論がない以上正解だということでいいわけか。犯人は18人目の謎の人物 X でじいさまはすでに死んでいるという推理で正解だというわけか。
少なくとも魔女が反論するまではね。真実はより未来の新しい真実に負ける。厄介なのはその反論のタイミングすらも魔女に委ねられているという点よ。つまり今のあなたの推理が正解しているのかそれとも間違っているにもかかわらず魔女がその反論を保留しているのか。さもなくばそもそもその推理自体が魔女説を揺るがすことにならないため魔女が無視しているかのいずれか現時点では判断がつかないということよ。そんなところ
ベルンカステル教名つくづく厄介な駒を送り込んでくれたものよ。おかげでわらわの出番がさっぱりな。
魔女はあなたの副賞要求に対しタイミングをずらして答えることを覚えたのよ。ディレイトでも呼べばいいのかしら。
ふざけた真似を。じゃあ俺は間違った推理を掲げたとしてもベアトはわざと否定せずに俺を泳がせさらに壮大に推理を広げた最後の最後にその根元をちょんと断ち切って全てをひっくり返してくる可能性さえあるってわけなのか。
Yes. A single piece of reasoning becomes a bridge to the next piece. Though through my repetition request, I've been able to strengthen my position and advance bit by bit. But thanks to that damn Beato learning this strange delay tactic, I can no longer confirm or deny my reasoning. It's like I finally got myself a cave to help me search around in the pitch black darkness. And now I've had it taken away from me. Now I'm just stuck, aren't I?
こらこらバトラ、そんなに絶望的な顔をしちゃわらわのよだれが止まらなくなっちまうじゃないかい。その杖はもともと不甲斐ないそなたにわらわが与えたものに過ぎぬではないか。
How did you know about the metaphor in Battler's head? Oh wait, was that a simile or a metaphor? Hold on. It was a simile. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it was a simile.
ようやくこれでハンデなしの対決になるだけだぜ。
でもだからといって副賞要求がバトラの反撃手段の一つであることに変わりはないわ。すでに言ってる通り、魔女は魔女説を打ち破る致命的なものに限り、反論の義務、すなわち赤き真実を語ることが義務となる。反論のタイミングこそ魔女の自由ではあるけれども、それは必ず履行されなければならない。そうよね。
そうなるであろうな。ゲームの終了時までにわらわがバトラの提唱する人間によるトリックを否定できなかった場合、バトラはそれを理由にわらわを否定し勝利を宣言することが可能となろう。
それは人間側が提示するトリック説、すなわち副賞要求は必ずそのゲーム内、つまりエピソード内に反論されなければならないという魔女側の制約という認識でいいのかしら。
そうなろう。バトラの目的はわらわがこの島で繰り広げる愉快なゲームの全てを人間で説明し、わらわを否定してみせることだ。それをバトラが成し遂げたなら、その時点でバトラはゲームの勝者となるであろうぞ。
ルール確認。ゲーム終了時とはゲーム内の六軒島時間で1986年10月5日24時00分という認識でいい？
問題ないぞ。
そのゲーム終了時に人間側が全ての謎についてトリック説を主張できていて、かつ魔女側から反論がない場合、人間側は勝利を宣言できるものとする。問題ない？
もう少し厳密としよう。ゲーム終了時に魔女側には反論の機会が与えられるものとする。
時間を切ってもらうわ。1分よ。1分以内に反論が行われない場合、勝利は宣言されるものとする。
ならば同じルールをそちらにも課させてもらおうぞ。ゲーム終了時に人間側は与えられた謎に対し1分間の反論時間が与えられる。その時間内にたった一つであっても反論されない謎が残った場合、魔女側の勝利となり、そのゲームは終了する。兆候を理由にゲームを止められては今日をそぐのでな。
くそったれ。俺を抜きで話が進んでやがるぜ。だが話は大体分かった。俺の不償要求は即座でなくとも必ず反論されなくてはならないわけだ。
ええ、そうよ。
Wait, okay, how much time does this game have left? Well, not, not episode 4 in general. I'm just saying, the general game that's, going on in Umineko. Saturday, October 4th, 1986. So there's about, let me do math real quick. One day, it's about 3 o'clock, so that makes things easier. 24 plus 9 is 33 hours. Alright, so this game has 33 hours left between Balor and Beatrice. What the fuck? I've been playing this game for over 100 hours? I think Umineko has officially become the game that I've had the most hours in. Alright, games. Let's see the longest time I played a game. Playtime. Okay. Yeah! Oh my god! I've been playing Umineko longer than every other game that I've ever owned. Steins Gate, 70 hours. Unturned, 91. Gary's Mod, 63. Umineko no Naku Koroni, 100 hours. This is officially the game that I played the most of. Oh my god, not even the PS2 games I played for days when I was a kid. Oh my god, Umineko's been the video game I played the longest. And I'm not even halfway done!
そしてそれは10月6日0時01分までに必ずなされる。ただ、注意して。魔女はあなたの復讐要求をたった一つ切り捨てるだけでいい。すべての謎を解き明かさない限り、あなたに勝利は宣言できないのだから。
わらわが赤を使えるように。バトラ、今よりそなたには青を使うことを許そう。そなたはわらわの魔法殺人を人間とトリックで説明する際に青で宣言することができる。
Oh my god, wait! Wait a second, this seems similar to something!
わらわはゲーム終了までの間にそなたの青を赤にて反論する義務を持つ。
Oh my god, dang it! Oh no! Something feels a little bit, you know, familiar to me. Okay, I didn't know the game was gonna allow this sort of thing to happen. Oh, come on, man. Oh, this is... Okay, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Oh my god. I'm still gonna keep the pink theories going, but... Well, it seems like, we're gonna get more color text.
青。つまり俺は復讐要求を青で語るということか。
少し違うぞ。復讐要求はどんな些細なことでも可能だった。しかし青はもう少し厳しいぞ。それ自体が魔女を否定しない限り成立しない。
Okay, that's different than my pink theory then. Because pink theories is just anything I think of what's going on. Okay, that's comforting at the very least. Now the blue truth has to be limited to humans, while my pink theories cannot be limited to humans. God, I am more or less just surprised that the game is allowing Balor to have his own, you know, sort of color text. Oh, man. Mine. It's starting to get confusing, but it's more or less something like this. Let's take one of the repetition requests I made during a past mystery as an example. The number of master keys is 5. It had been claimed that there were only 5 master keys, so I made this request to confirm that the number really was 5. But since that by itself doesn't deny the witch, I can't say it in blue. So, in order to speak in blue, I would need to say something like this. The actual number of master keys was greater than 5. The culprit used one of those extra keys to get in and out of the room. And only then would the witch, who claims that it was a locked room murder with magic, be responsible for making a counter-argument. In other words, I can't use it to demand that she repeats things in order to check the premises of my reasoning. That will probably put me at a significant disadvantage. Crap. It's enough to make me think that all of those red decorations that Beato has been making to toy with me were extremely merciful.
Kusso. 仮に俺がある密室について仮説を立て、それを青で語ったとしても、ベアトがそれを最後の最後で否定してきやがったら、俺には次の仮説を立てる時間すらもねえってことじゃねえか。このルールは最悪だ。俺にばかり不利だ。
また戦う前から屈服？落ち着きなさい。一つの謎に対して青は一度しか使えないとは言われてないわ。それがどういう意味かわかる？
いや、どういう意味だ？
これまでのあなたは仮説を一つ立てては魔女の顔色を伺い、それがダメだったらその時改めて別の仮説を立てるという情けない戦い方だった。それじゃあ魔女は追い詰められない。
じゃあどうやって戦うんだ？まさか。
ええ、そうよ。謎に点で挑むんじゃない。面で襲いかかるのよ。
Answer.
あなた、以前のゲームで推理の姿勢はそうあるべきだと自ら言ったわ。
Assault with a wall. That's right. I'd said so myself before. The act of trying to uncover the mystery by reasoning is like trying to shoot a distant target with an arrow. Until now, I've been shooting off a single flimsy arrow every— I don't know how to do bow and arrow. Until now, I've been shooting off a single flimsy arrow every single time. Okay, so. Asking the witch if I scored a hit. And then, once told that I missed, preparing my bow again, and shooting off another flimsy arrow. There's no way I'll hit at that rate. Bullets might be a better example than arrows. If you take one shot after another at a distant target with a handgun, you probably won't hit it easily. So how can you hit it? If a handgun doesn't work, use a shotgun! Instead of a single bullet, blast her with a shot filled with countless projectiles at once! Shot scatters, so it impacts a wide area. So it's very well suited for shooting small, fast targets like birds. That's right. There's no rule that says reasoning has to be like a pistol, shooting one shot off at a time. Making a single theory and just hoping that it hits is like stopping your own thinking. Blast away with a massive number of bullets, of pieces of reasoning, and make them impact like a wall. So you only need just one of them to find its mark.
青か。なるほどな。お前の赤き真実が切れ味鋭い日本刀みたいなもんだとしたら、いいや。
Oops, sorry.
火力で魔女を蜂の巣にする機関銃だぜ。
Honeycomb witches. I want that cereal.
下手な鉄砲数打ちゃなんとやらか。そなたらしいそやな例えよ。
推理小説なんかのクライマックスはいつもこうだった。名探偵が容疑者を一堂に集め、たった一つの推理を披露して、 それを華麗に当ててみせるんだ。まるで一本の矢で見事にリンゴを射抜くウィリアム・テルのようにだ。
William Tell? Oh! William Tell is a folk hero of Switzerland. According to the legend, Tell was an expert marksman with the crossbow who assassinated Albrecht Gessler, a tyrannical reeve of the Austrian dukes of the House of Habsburg, positioned in Altorf in the canton of Uri. Huh.
だからこそ、それが美徳みたいに誤解しちまってた。
Sure, that probably would be magnificent. If I could shoot through the truth with a single guess. I'm gonna repeat that line, my voice cracked, I'm sorry. If I could shoot through the truth with a single guess. But that isn't realistic. Just look at real wars. Do I really think everyone pulls long guns out of the trench, aims really well, and takes a single shot at a time at the other side? They don't, right? They fire rapidly. They fire all over the place. They pin down the enemy with a barrage. Reasoning was the same way. Because of that weird virtue, I had been stuck thinking that I could only take one line of reasoning at a time. We humans can fire off countless guesses and possibilities. Imagination is ammunition. Suspicion of thought is like a clogged barrel. The pathetic way I've been reasoning up until now is like a pea shooter. Incredibly awkward. Like I've been weakly firing off a shot, getting it denied in red, and then receiving the next bullet and reloading. My blue truth that claims that human tricks are the truth. Well, what overwhelm its target? The fantasy told by the witch, with all the firepower of my imagination. This is my Ushiromiya battle-style way of fighting!
お前のおかげで俺の本当の戦い方が分かってきたぜ。ありがとうよ、グレーテル。
どういたしまして。
これまでの俺が情けなく思えてくら。ああ、ベアトの言う通りだぜ。これまでの俺はハンデをもらってきた。そいつを認めるぜ。新ルール了解した。俺には俺の戦い方がある。そいつを見せてやれ。
その息やよし、気に入ったぞ。
Beato。
ならば早速使ってみるがいい。そなたの青き真実とやらを。
ああ、使ってやるぜ。この青き真実でお前が主張する全員にアリバイがあるから魔女の犯行しかありえないという魔女説は打ち砕ける。これが俺の真実だ。後宮金蔵はすでに死亡している。よって島の本当の人数は17人。そこに未知の人物 X が加わることで18人となっている。この人物 X の存在の過程によって17人全員にアリバイがあっても犯行は可能になる。
Oh! What just happened? Oh, we're back to the adults. That scared me a little.
つまり私たちはこれ以上お父様への面会を拒まれるならば以下の仮説を立てなければならないの。つまりお父様はすでに亡くなっている。しかし遺産を分配したくないクラウス兄さんがそれを隠してるってね。
バカバカしい。
Klaus is so cornered. Klaus is so cornered.
そうです。バカバカしいにも程があります。
At the store.
これほどの侮辱は初めてです。私たちは警官立ち会いの下で強制的にその生死を確かめることさえ可能よ。 ねえ、エヴァ姉さん。
Is Ava also freaking out a little bit too because of how Kyrie was able to deduce that and say it out loud with a straight face?
そうよ、兄さん。
Oh my god, Ava was shocked by Kyrie's, how Kyrie proceeded.
話は何とでもでっち上げられるわ。
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that, you know, Ava got scared of Kyrie. But, you know, to be fully honest, of all people for Ava to be scared of, Kyrie would make the most sense. Because, in all honesty, I think Kyrie is the most intelligent of the entire adult cast. Maybe of the entire human cast, I think Kyrie might be the most intelligent. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think Kyrie is the most intelligent of the human cast in general, actually. That could be argued, though. I think that could be argued. But I'm gonna say that now. I think Kyrie is the smartest of the humans.
兄さんが第三者の立ち会いのもとにお父様を面会させなければならない状況になんて簡単にお膳立てができるわ。
でもそれは後宮家にとってとても不名誉なことだと思うの。だから私はこの提案をしている。世話人の義務と責任、万一の際のペナルティ、これを承諾してくれれば私たちはお父様を無理やり引きずり出すなんて真似は控えることができる。
ああ、そうだぜ兄貴。さっき言ったじゃねえか。兄貴は世話人として当然の義務を果たしてるってね。キリエの条件は大したことじゃねえはずだぜ。なぜ過剰反応する？親父が自然死以外の理由で死んだ場合、次期当主から引きずり下ろされるってのがそんなにも気になるのかよ。
それとも何？お父様が自然死以外の理由で亡くなるような心当たりでもあるのかしら？
そんな心当たりなどあるわけもない。なるほど。私にも親父殿の気持ちが分かってきたよ。死に方一つ自由にさせてもらえないとは実に気の毒な晩年だよ。
ええ、本当に気の毒な晩年ね。その晩年が実はもう過去のことじゃないのかと私たちは疑っているの。この疑惑は私たちをお父様に面会させてもらえるだけであっさりと解けるわ。ここまで私たちに侮辱されてもそれでも面会は許されないんですか、クラウス兄さん。
I think this is actually the first time KRAUSS has ever been actually cornered, because usually he's able to make up, counter argument to what they're saying. But I think this is the first time the younger siblings have been able to corner KRAUSS. And it's all thanks to Kyrie actually saying something. Oh man. Congratulations!
お父様は多分すでに亡くなっているわ。おそらく遺体は極秘のうちにどこかに処分したでしょう。そしてお父様の代理ということで財産を独占した後、失踪したことにして7年かけてお父様を死体なき死者にする。ごめんなさいね、気を悪くしないで。これはあくまでも私の推理ごっこだから。無礼極まりない。あなたにこの屋敷にとどまる資格はありません。即刻退場なさい。二度と当家の敷居をまたぐことを許しません。去年通用した手が今年もまた通用すると思ったのが運の尽きね。 お父様はご機嫌斜めだから面会できない？去年の時点で十分不審だったのに、今年もだなんて。お父様の代理を語り、財産を乗っ取るなら、もっとスピーディーにやって。今日の親族会議を待たずに失踪させるべきだったわね。さすがに甘いわよ、クラウスお兄様。
君が何のことを言っているのか私にはさ。
でもお父様がご機嫌斜めなのは事実で、クラウス兄さんが世話人としての責務として私たちの面会を拒んでるのだとしたら、それはとても立派なことよね。なら私の出した条件を飲んでくれればこの場は収まるわ。何しろお父様のことをこんなにも大切にするクラウス兄さんですもの。お父様に検視されて困るような死に方があるわけがない。いずれにせよお父様は病院嫌いなんだから書斎で亡くなるでしょうね。いずれにせよ必ず検視は行われるわ。検視を逃れて殺すには失踪しかない。
キリエさん、兄さんをいじめるのはそれくらいにしてくださらないかしら。
Because Ava wants to do it instead. Ava wanted to be the one bullying. Ava rebuked Kyrie in a sickeningly kind voice. Considering the situation, that was impossible. Which is why it was so sickening.
兄さんにもいろいろと都合やプライドもあるはず。兄さんにとって当然の義務であっても、それを文書化してその上ペナルティまで課せられたんじゃ、そりゃ不愉快なはずよ。ねえローザ。
ええ、そうね。クラウス兄さんの長男としてのプライドを軽んじすぎたかもしれないわ。キリエさんの言うような世話人の責務についての覚書にサインというのはさすがに気の毒かもしれない。
そうだな。兄貴はよくやってくれてる。そこを汲み取り、おかしな書類にサインとか、万一の時はペナルティとか、そういう話を抜きにして兄貴に全部一任することを考えてもいいかもしれね
えな。お前ら。
Why am I so happy to finally see Klaus cornered? Oh my god! Like, it's been prevalent since episode 1. He's been embezzling. Alright. I'm doing it. I'm finally gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. Alright, Klaus, get on the stand. Get on the stand because it's about time. It's about time. This has been a long time coming. You've been hiding your father's death from your siblings for a long time, Klaus. Okay, let's go over this. For a long time, Kinzo has been old and in poor health. And, according to Nanjo, he didn't have much time left to live. That's been prevalent for many years. So, at some point before this year's family conference, Kinzo actually went and died. For which, Klaus, he thought of a way out of his financial troubles, leading to him creating a locked room mystery. Let me turn up the music a little bit. He created a locked room mystery that will convince his siblings at some lengths that their father is still alive and that he is still the head of the family, when in fact, Kinzo's been dead and Klaus has been embezzling the dead man's money this whole time to bring himself back up in wealth. Even though he knows that it's very illegal to do this sort of thing because the inheritance might be stated to be split up between him and his 4 siblings. But you can't give an inheritance when you're still alive. And using his illusion that Kinzo is still alive, Klaus has been able to embezzle his own father's money while keeping up with the whole, idea that Kinzo's still alive, but in fact, he's been dead this whole time. And to everyone else, it seems that the old senile man is just getting embezzled by his son, but the whole time, Klaus has been embezzling a dead man's money. The money that should have been split between him, Ava, Rudolph,
Rosa.
Now, let's go on to accomplices in Klaus's scheme. Accomplice number 1, Natsui. Natsui is obviously an accomplice of Klaus in this case. She's always in the defense of Kinzo and Klaus. Now, it could be that she is simping for Kinzo because, well, she either really respects him or she likes him. Or it could be the third reason of she is putting up a front to defend a dead man to get the siblings less focused on Kinzo, but focused on Natsui and her claims that he is alive. Instead of making them think a little bit more about what's going on, she is defending the man to get them to focus on her and the possible fact that he might still be alive. Accomplice number 2, the one that is definitely the most nervous in regards to talking about Kinzo, Nanjo Teramasa. Now, Nanjo, he's been the one who's been hesitantly telling all the siblings that Kinzo's been alive this whole time, when in fact, Kinzo's been dead, and he's just lying to the family members, trying to convince them that Kinzo is miraculously still alive, despite having, so many illnesses that gave him a few months left to live. Instead, Nanjo is telling them that Kinzo's still alive. But, as prevalent through Ava's prodding, Nanjo has noticeably, been very hush in regards to talking about Kinzo's condition and whether or not he can come down and see the other siblings. Nanjo is lying. Now, why would Nanjo lie? Why would Nanjo lie to the rest of the family members? Well, I know the exact reason. He got paid off. Klaus is paying Nanjo off. Natsui is letting Klaus get away with this because, well, Klaus is her husband, and she highly respects her husband. While Nanjo, he is letting Klaus get away with this because he's being paid by Klaus. Now, you're being a shitty friend, Nanjo, if money is able to sway your, sway what you do. You're being a pretty shitty friend. But, not to say that having this cushy job after retirement of, working with the Ushiromiya family, like having that cushy job, Nanjo can't give up that job. He barely gets to do much, other than pretend as if he's doing regular exams on a dead man, when in fact, he's just there to continue on the charade that Kinzo is alive. Now, let's move on to 3 more accomplices in the cover-up. Genji, Shannon, and Cannon. The 3 servants with the Ushiromiya crest. These 3 servants are also in on the Kinzo is still alive charade that Klaus has made up. Genji, well, he has high respect for Kinzo, but wouldn't it be amazing that Kinzo has an extraordinary existence even after death? Genji is Kinzo's best friend, and knowing Kinzo, he might continue on the charade just to keep the legend of the inhuman Kinzo going. Kinzo is dead, which is very human of Kinzo, and Kinzo wanted to deny being human as long as he lived. So even after death, Genji is continuing on the legend of Kinzo being unhuman even after death. He's not getting paid. He's just continuing on the legend. And Shannon and Canon are with Genji on continuing on Kinzo's legend. Now, it seems like they have decent respect for Kinzo, but they have more respect for Genji as well. So, in respect to Genji, they're going along with, you know, Genji's idea of continuing on the legend of the inhuman Kinzo. So, Shannon and Canon, they're in on KRAUSS'S charade. Now, it's time for me to point my finger at your face, KRAUSS, and declare this now. You are guilty of covering up your father's death and embezzling the money that could have been spread between you and your siblings. Oh, man. Alright. Oh my god, I am so fucking proud of myself for actually doing this. Oh my god. And you know what? I'm probably gonna be doing this for the rest of the people that I am thinking are so guilty. Like, I have so much evidence behind KRAUSS being so guilty. Hold on. Yeah, no. I think my evidence is said right there. My evidence was said right there. Mainly from, well, the reactions that Nanjo and Natsui are having, the, you know, motive that Genji would have to continue on the charade, Shannon and Canon going along with Genji due to respect, and for the main reason of KRAUSS did this in order to get himself out of financial trouble. Even though he has some love for his siblings, he himself does not want to be the older brother who is also in financial trouble. He does not want them to see that he himself is also failing in the world of wealth. Alright. I'm gonna have to open up another water real quick before I continue on this chapter, but holy crap, that I feel so good after that one. Oh, man. Anyways, let's continue on. Not just Ava, but Rudolph and Rosa as well began closing in on KRAUSS, with unnerving smiles on their faces as though they had planned this beforehand. They now understood perfectly how Kyrie had cornered KRAUSS, and exactly where she was prepared to compromise.
世話人の責務についての覚書。これにサインすることなく、私たちがお父様への面会を生涯求めないことにもできるわ。覚書などなくても、クラウス兄さんが世話人にふさわしいという保証をしてくれれば。
私にその保証金を支払えというのかね。これはおかしい。
保証金はエヴァさん、ルドルフさん、そしてローザさんの3人に1人30億円ずつ。
Suspicious scent!
手付金としてその1割の3億円ずつを今年度中に振り込んでもらうわ。
90億だと？そんな金はない。
お父様がお亡くなりになった後なら捻出できるはずよ。私たちもその程度には下調べは済んでる。手付金の9億円だってクラウスさんの財産状況ならなんとかなるはず。それこそお父様に借りることだって可能でしょ。白々しい演技は不要よ。
不愉快だ。 実に不愉快な話だ。
Oh my god, this is the first time I actually see Colossus. This is cool.
全くです。お父様の遺産の話だけでも十分不敬だというのに、お父様はもう死んでいる？主人がそれを隠していて財産を独占している。もううんざりです。あなたたち全員にもはや後ろ宮を名乗る資格などありません。
落ち着いてや、夏井さん。みんなももう話はこれまでや。どうや、この場の話は一旦ここまでにせんか。規模がでかい上に唐突な話や。わしらも興奮してるところがあるかもしれん。ここは一旦休憩を挟んで頭を冷やさんか。クラウス兄さんにもちょいと時間が必要やろ。
He definitely does.
な、クラウスさん。
時間？そんなものがなぜ私に必要なのかね。
ま。わしらかて本音じゃボスなことなど考えとらん。どうしてもお父さんに会わせてもらえんから、ちょいと嫌味が言いたくなっただけなんや。それにクラウスさんが売り言葉に買い言葉で頭に血が上ってしまったのもよー分かっと。クラウス兄さんかって本当はそこまで言うんなら合わせてやってもいいと思っとるんやな。そうやろ。ただついつい意地になってもうたんで、今さら会ってもいいなんて言えなくなってしまっただけや。そうやろな。
確かに主人も皆さん同様、少々冷静を欠いてしまったところもあるでしょう。私たちはお父様の皆さんに会いたくないという意思を尊重して頑なに断っていたに過ぎません。
そうだな。つい昔のような兄弟喧嘩になってしまい、私も意地になってしまった。頭を冷やそう。お前たちが親父殿にどうしても会いたいという強い気持ちはよく分かった。私もそれを伝える。なんとか面会してもらえるよう親父を説得しよう。それでどうかね。
そうね。クラウス兄さんに説得の時間を与えてもいいと思うわ。
そうだな。頼むぜ兄貴。俺たちに会ってくれるようよく説得してくれ。何しろ親父の世話人なんだからよ。
その説得だけど今夜中って制限を設けさせてもらうわよ。明日になったら私たちは書斎の扉を打ち破ってでもお父様の安否を確認するわ。それでいいわよね、兄さん。
好きにするがいい。なるほど。説得すらも大して時間はかけられないようだ。夏日、行こう。せめて晩餐にはご一緒していただくようお願い申し上げよう。
はい。
Colossus left the parlor, accompanied by Natsuki. Once their footsteps disappeared, Hideyoshi breathed out heavily and flopped onto a sofa, smirking.
キリエさん、あんた恐ろしい人やな。
勝手な口出しをしてごめんなさい。謝るわ。
いやいや、当初の計画にはなかった追い詰め方だが結果は上々だ。 相変わらずお前ってやつには頭が下がるぜ。
でも9億円も用意できるのかしら。クラウス兄さんの財政状況ギリギリで 7.5 億が限界と私たちは計算したはず。9億はさすがにふっかけすぎじゃない？
無理なら無理でいいのよ。クラウス兄さんの顔を立てて 7.5 億に減額とかやれば譲歩したっぽく見えて収まりやすいでしょ。本当に9億出てきたなら大成功だし。兄さん、今頃夏日さんと作戦会議中でしょうね。あのプライドの高い兄さんがどんな言い訳をしながらへりくつをこねてくるか、本当に見ものだわ。
Alright, so, Genji, can you dress up as Kinzo? Can you dress up as Kinzo? I swear, I bet that's gonna be how they're gonna respond, because what else can they do? Like, they have to bring Kinzo out now. Like, there's nothing else they can do.
お父さんを説得できるわけがない。
There's no way to convince someone who doesn't even exist. Damn. Damn.
兄弟たちも年に一度の親族会議にそれぞれの都合を合わせてやってきています。
Klaus and Nessie could be seen in Kinzo's dimly lit study. Every once in a while, thunder could be heard, and the dimly lit room flickered with light. It seemed that the island would be closed off by the storm very soon.
お父様、どうか今一度不敬な彼らに当主様の威厳をお示しください。
ダメだな。
全然ダメだ? Happiness of Marionette bonus. I see what Beichiji's doing. I'm gonna let this play out though. The large figure standing by the window, his majestic back facing them, quietly yet forcibly gave his answer. His head was hung slightly, and he appeared to be trembling. Eventually, a mumbling laugh reached them from over his shoulder. Oh man, the acting has begun!
ダメだな。全然ダメだ。
What? What the fuck? Oh my god! I did not actually expect him to say it! 3 months left to live? A senile old man not long for this world? Just who are you referring to?
愚か者が。
Something's not right. Something's not right. Oh, Jesus! Something's not right, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely Genji dressed up as Kinzo. Oh man, that's so Genji dressed up like Kinzo, but fuck, that's terrifying. Fuck, that's terrifying. Oh man. Fuck, that is actually kind of scary. Oh man. And Beatrice's gonna try proving this is actually Kinzo by twisting around truth. Oh god, this is actually terrifying. From the psychological reasoning, I can say that Beatrice is tricking Battler and Ange into believing that this is actually Kinzo using some clever, storytelling tactics on her end. But with the human explanation, this is so fucking Genji playing as Kinzo, and he is a great method actor. Oh, Jesus Christ! I am actually legitimately terrified looking at Kinzo's face. God!
弟たちに恫喝されてのこのこやってきたか。
And if I go with a magic explanation, Beatrice brought him back to life, or she's having one of the goats play as him. If I go from the magical explanation, since I might as well go with that too. Go with one too. But let's just get back to the scene. God, okay, yeah, I should just read the scene. I don't want to be looked at by Kinzo like this for any longer.
恥を知れ。
As Kinzo spun around and brandished his cloak, a blast of wind shook up the stale air inside the room. That air pressure expressed clearly the majesty and willpower of Ushiromiya Kinzo. Goldsmith? Oh, is it because his name's Kinzo? Oh my god. Kinzo's name as a mage is Goldsmith. His skills as a summoner are legendary for the modern age. In terms of summoning ability, there are times when he surpasses even Beatrice. However, he is very mismatched, and while he does excel in some areas, he is fatally lacking it as a mage in others. He cannot even perform the trifling magic to reheat a cup of tea, yet he can summon demons capable of using magic to boil the oceans. His system of magic is his own, and has its origins in mathematical miracles. Beatrice later reworked her own system of magic based on this. Oh man. Have to say, I am really enjoying just Kinzo actually being involved in this story. Like, I am expecting some great storytelling from this version of Kinzo. Either as portrayed by Beatrice's goat, or portrayed by Genji. Portrayed by Genji, not betrayed. Portrayed by Genji. Oh, man. Let's do this, Goldsmith. It was no wonder at all that Klaus landed on his backside, as if that pressure had literally blown him to the ground. As though showing consideration for Klaus, who looked as though his legs had been swept out from under him, Natsui also crouched down. They're impressed by the acting. Then, with a thunk and another thunk, Kinzo's footsteps approached with a heft that signified his majesty. Klaus is getting scared.
カノンに聞いておるわ。貴様が弟たちにどれほど情けなく手玉に取られたかをな。
お父様。夫はお父様の名誉を守るために懸命に。
Without lending an ear to Natsui's words, Kinzo extended his palm to Klaus's collar as the latter sat on the floor. No, he curled up his fingers, leaving only his index finger out, and then, with that one remaining finger, he pressed hard into Klaus's collar, twisted it, and slowly, with just one finger, he raised Klaus high into the air. What the fuck?
情けないやつだな、お前は。妻に自分の弁解をさせるのか。言い訳くらい自分でしてみせよ。
Holy shit! Oh god! If I go with the theory of Genji being a method actor, for a servant, he is definitely acting unservantly, but as the order of act like Kinzo goes, he is doing amazing! Though, okay, actually, maybe I should clarify something real quick with my Genji portraying of Kinzo theory. Hold on, I just realized one thing. Genji does not look similar to Kinzo at all, and he would have to put on a bunch of makeup. That's one problem I have with my own theory, so it might be already falling through. But I mean, if he caked his face with a bunch of makeup and a fake beard, he might be able to pull it off because, well, he had been friends with Kinzo for all of his life. Only he would know how Kinzo would be like, so he can definitely play the part of Kinzo quite well. But dressing up as him, that would be the hardest part. But I have to say, they're about the same height, so if he put on a cake of makeup, he definitely could get away with pretending to be Kinzo. But yeah, I'm saying too many theories right now because I am cornered. Actually, I'm becoming cornered if Kinzo is actually alive. Colossus' feet scrabbled at the air. Kinzo's brawny finger was choking him. He couldn't even open his mouth, much less talk. However, even if he had been allowed to open his mouth, as he was now, there was no way he would be able to think up of an excuse that Kinzo would accept. Still, what incredible power he possessed. No one would call Kinzo an old man after seeing this superhuman strength.
Natsuhi, 戦いというのはな、勝つまでの過程を言うのだ。負けるまでの過程は戦うとは言わぬ。それはただ一言、みっともないというのだ。
The eyes! It's just the eyes that Kinzo is making that makes me convinced that this is not the real Kinzo. And it either has to be Genji in disguise or some magic thing that Beatrice's doing. And if it's the magic thing that Beatrice's doing, then magic is real. I mean, I am going at this game from different angles, so if magic is real, I wouldn't mind, but oh my god. I have to say, bringing Kinzo back to life, if this is not a goat, that was a horrifying thing that Beatrice did. Because Kinzo is kind of scary, in my opinion, when he's actually active in the story. And I'm gonna say this now, I'm liking this.
これが私の後継ぎだというのか?
As thunder roared, Kinzo laughed heartily as though there could be nothing more amusing. At the end of his laugh, he threw his feckless son away like he was scrap paper, slamming him against the wall. Colossus slid down the wall, rubbing his throat in pain. Natsuhi ran up to him and cared for him. But Kinzo showed no interest in the two of them, and he returned to the space near the window, as though he had been there the whole time, and looked up at the ominous thunderclouds.
ベアトリーチェにさえ会えれば我が人生には何の悔いもないと思っていたがどうやらそういうわけにもいかぬらしい。魔女より得たものは何も残せぬのが初めからの約束。しかし後宮の名は魔女のものではない。その名を継ぐのが誰にふさわしいか。ど やらそれだけはわしが自らの手で解決せねばならぬようだ。
Wait a second.
喜べクラウス、気が変わったぞ。
お父さんでは
貴様らふぬけどもと食事をする気など起きぬ。だがその後の親族会議には出席する。
お父様、ありがとうございます。
私はその席上で当主継承についての重大な発表をするであろう。お前たちのくだらない争いは私自らが解決してやる。
Umineko no Nakukori ni Kai. Not Kai, there's no Kai in this name. Oops, sorry. I was thinking Higurashi thoughts. Holy fuck. Ange's recollection. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wow. Wow, there's still so many flaws with my idea that Genji is pretending to be Kinzo. So many flaws. But with that concept, I have a feeling that Genji's finally unleashing his feelings out towards the rest of the family if he, you know, is pretending to be Kinzo. Okay, this is just a wild theory. This is just a wild theory I had while playing, but what Kinzo said at the end of that chapter was very, very interesting. Actually, let's go to the backlog real quick. Let's go to the backlog. Okay, I'm going to begin at the beginning of, you know, Kinzo's speech. I thought as long as I could be Beatrice, I would have no regrets in my life. But it seems that things won't go smoothly. It was promised from the beginning that nothing received from the witch would remain. However, the Ushiromiya name is not the property of the witch. Who is fit to see that name? It seems that this alone must be resolved by my own hand. Rejoice, class! I have changed my mind. I have no desire to have dinner with you cowards. However, I will attend the family conference afterwards. There, I shall make an important announcement regarding the succession of the headship. I will resolve your foolish quarrel myself. Alright, let's begin this theory. Klaus, he is now cornered. His siblings have found him out, and he decides to go ahead and proceed with his final line of defense before his siblings can breach through to the truth of what was going on. And as the last line of defense, he issued the emergency protocol where Genji will have to pretend to be his father. Genji, the man who has been with Kinzo for a long, long time. He would know how Kinzo would act the best, and under orders by Klaus, Genji will have to put on cakes of makeup, don the dead man's clothes, and put on a fake beard to make him the Ushiromiya head, just to show that he is still alive. Now Genji, in regards to this plan, as he's transforming into Kinzo, and, you know, going into the character of his former master, Genji, using the thought processes of his previous master, have realized that Kinzo would have not liked for, you know, the family to continue on with how Klaus is running it as the head. And it's obvious that Kinzo would not have wanted Ava, Rudolph, or Rosa to continue on his legacy. So Genji, while playing the role of Kinzo, has fully decided that he is going to play along with the character of Kinzo, and this time around, he's going to be the one who will carry out the Twilights as the character of Kinzo. This could relate to my possible theory about there being an overarching culprit, and if I use the line of logic, it could be the mysterious 18th person on the island, and possibly with an accomplice, or the culprit themselves, Genji. He has taken it upon himself to portray Kinzo as the one who will carry out the rest of the events that occur on the island. Now, this is kind of messy already. I already know this is kind of messy, but Genji, as the character of Kinzo, will carry out the massacre in regards of having Kinzo being on the forefront this time, instead of being in the background. Kinzo might be in the forefront this time, and Genji, as the character of Kinzo, will play the bad guy. Kinzo is going to play the bad guy in Genji's own attempt to show Kinzo's wishes after death, continuing on a legendary dead man's existence by creating a mystery that is beyond comprehension for his siblings. Now, that could involve Genji being involved with the main plot of the overarching crime, for which that's been a subject I've been toying around with for a while, because Genji has made it till the very end a lot in these games, except for in the third one. But Genji is definitely very suspicious, especially in the first and second game. He's definitely especially suspicious, so I would be lying to say that I don't heavily suspect Genji to be involved with the overarching crime, or to be the one behind the overarching crime. And this time around, being his former master, instead of being behind the scenes as continuing on Kinzo's legacy and to, create the legend of the Golden Witch Beatrice, this time around, he's going to be an active role in continuing on his dead master's legacy. By playing Kinzo himself. And through his method acting, it's getting to the point where both Klaus and Natsumi are forgetting to find the line between fantasy and reality. Klaus, he does not see a servant dressed up as his father. He sees his terrifying father brought back to life.
Okay.